Well, good morning for me. Good afternoon to you, Europeans, or well, the Aussies aren't up, right? They're in bed by now. Um, I'm Chris. I'm with, oh, you're on the other side, Isaiah.
Yes. Hey, afternoon for me.
And yes, we're back talking more about, well, this success series, which we did last week, right? That was last week. Gosh, it seems already so long ago. The replays are still available this week. If you want the workbook, all you have to do is hit the link, sign up, and you will get the workbook. Go through, watch whatever days you think you could use. The first day, I think I talked about overall mindset. The second day, Isaiah showed us how to create, well, more than how to create posts in Canva, because there are so many fun tools that I just ignore. I go in and do the very plain, straightforward, and I get out, and that's it. But Isaiah took us through some tools that were really cool, which I still haven't gone back to look at and play with. Wednesday, that was comfort zone talk, which is always fun. And Thursday was more about branding and all the social media tools. And then we kind of had a wrap up on Friday. And so I invite you to go back, take a look, zoom through them. I apologize, there aren't timestamps, but I might go back and just put in a few, here's the topic at this 15-minute, whatever. But I want to talk to you right now because you are in this group, wherever it is you're watching us right now, this Restream Live. You're here for a reason. Something brought you here. Something made you join this group. Something made you take a minute to watch our video. And Isaiah and I were just talking about how we are each unique. We are one. I am one. Isaiah is one in 7.9 billion on the planet, which means that you have a unique story. And it was during the summit last year when we were going through the phases and we were talking to our speakers about sharing their stories of transformation, that I realized, this is a group of women that we've been online chatting for a while, and there's always so much more to someone's story and someone's journey than you realize. And I know there is a story, at least one, probably more than one, that you have to tell. So we are inviting you to investigate the H.E.R program, H.E.R Matrix, which is ultimately preparing you and your business for a summit and putting all those business pieces together, just like we did last year with, we had a total of 13 women speakers, and we're inviting you to be one of our speakers this year. We had our welcome call for H.E.R Matrix yesterday. However, there are still 2 weeks left before we really dive in. So the next 2 weeks, Isaiah and I are scheduling our deep dive one-to-one 90-minute sessions with speakers to find out where you are with the tech, where you are in with your mindset. Are you showing up? Are you owning your unique story? Right, Isaiah?
Well,
Everyone
the thing
has
is,
one.
yeah, it's so interesting because we have these stories that we are not interesting. Part of my
Right.
story for years was, oh, but I'm not that interesting. Oh, there's not that much that, I can talk about because, I'm like, random. Or who would be interested in my story? And it took me years to understand that it was the reverse. It was, I don't care who is interested in my story because this is the only story I have. This is me being me,
Yeah.
and there is no other story than me being me. Obviously, there's going to be people who are not interested, and that's fine because, as you were saying, almost 8 billion people, a lot of people, We don't need everybody. I'm okay now. At the sweet age of 54, I am okay that not everybody loves me. I am okay. It took me years. Don't get me wrong. Years I was obsessed with how I could be all the things so that everyone would love me.
Right.
And I gave up at some point this impossible task of making myself being loved by anyone, by everyone. And so I decided, okay, let's see. What if I was just being me? What if I was just owning my story with all the weird stuff that I did in my life and the quirkiness and the four languages and the moving around? And guess what? What happens is I got a lot of people who did not like me. I also got a lot of people who started liking me a lot. Like I
Right.
got this kind of magnetic thing, you know? Um, and I'm not saying that my story is so interesting. It's just mine. It's just mine. And the instant I decide to own it and make it the the land in which my business grows, kind of, I can plant the seeds of my business into this
Mhm.
story and make it blossom out of my own characteristic, bizarre qualities, defaults, my face, and my weird way of having only one earpod and the other one is hit in my jumper here. Haha, because I hate hearing my voice only through the earpods. So I only wear
Wow.
one. And I couldn't find a thing that, So yes, I'm this bizarre person. And I guess what? Chris is too. She's very, very bizarre. And so
Bizarre.
you. And that is exactly what makes us interesting for the people who are waiting for us to speak, for the people who can only hear whatever we're supposed to be saying through our voice. One of my mentors always says, "One message, many voices." It's all about. I'm not saying
Mhm.
something that is absolutely original, and it doesn't matter. I just add to the conversation, but my voice is unique. So is Chris's, so is yours. If you don't speak out, there's a void where you should be standing.
Oh,
If you're listening to us, you're here for a reason, and this reason might be that you have this urge, to speak, to be heard, to share a message, to you feel like you have a mission. And I know these are big words. Maybe it's not that big in your head, or you feel like, oh my God, this is frightening. I don't have a mission. Ooh, ooh. Where is she going with that? But, you have this pull to not just be another 9 to 5 employee. You think, hey, but I could, or if only I would. And from then on, the only way forward is to be you. So that you become a magnet for the people who love you. And that is a lot of what we do in her Enlightened Business Matrix is help you own your story, own your uniqueness, and speak up so that this story becomes, how do you call that, Chris? Your main brand asset?
yes, your asset. Well, everyone has a story, but we all share those ups and downs. And so, that's how we find the common ground.
Yeah.
Oh, she's been through something similar. We've been through the same feelings of,
Hmm. Yeah.
hope and
Hmm.
disappointment and fear and doubt, just in different ways.
Yeah.
But when you share all the details and all the icky points, it helps. I think it helps other people realize they're not alone, one,
Yeah.
and someone else is there to lead them through the crap.
Yeah. And I've been a singer for most of my life. I sing in various groups seldom sing alone, but I sing in choirs and groups, and I've been doing that for more than, yeah, don't want to know how many years. Let's not go
Longer
into
than
there.
tech?
No, a little shorter than tech. I think,
Okay.
yeah, 35 something years. So when you sing in a choir, if one person is missing, you can
Yeah.
hear the void. This voice is missing. And for me, it's like that when I see women who are on the verge of becoming entrepreneurs, or, yeah, I would love to do that, but, and it's the same feeling of there's a void there. There's an empty space, and nobody else but this person could fill it. And when this person is not there, the music is not complete. In a choir, and in the same way, there are people who cannot hear. I was thinking we don't hear the same things, all of us, and the animals hear another completely different
Right.
set of things. So I'm thinking, up to a certain extent, maybe we literally cannot hear some people, and we hear other people just because the frequency of their voice is where it hits. So if we transpose that into a general frequency idea, not the voice frequency, but the energy vibration of frequency, it's the same. Maybe I can only hear somebody who is aligned with my frequency somewhere in some weird way. And if this person is not speaking up, if this person is not running a program or having an online business, there's just a void. And I'm left alone with no one to turn to, And I'm so honored that some of the speakers who have trusted us and already joined her Enlightened Business Matrix, either last year or this year, their missions are huge. And I'm so proud and so happy that we get to help them express these missions and help so many other people. Be there for the world. We've had conversations with women who do neuro pathways rewiring. We've had conversations with people who help other people lose weight, or who help other people clean up their diets, people who, run podcasts and help other people express their voices. There's so many ways in which you can help if you feel the pull. And there's so many blocks to that, starting with who I am to, I don't know how to, the tech is too complicated, I couldn't dare, I'm just this midwife, this middle-aged
And the
woman
magic.
from wherever, and so there's so many blocks or places where you don't speak up, and that's where we come.
And it's funny because one of the blocks, is actually like magic. And that is owning where you are.
Yeah.
Because if you're a perfectionist, you think, oh, I have to have the perfect offer, the perfect story. You have to have your happy ending already. You don't have to have your happy ending. If you
No.
just share what you're trying to do, I mean, think of how many people share. Like, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to train for a marathon in 6 months. Watch me train, right? You're just starting out. Or I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 6 months. Watch me. People are glued to the journey. They want to see you succeed, and it gives them hope. So when you own where you are and you share it with people and you share what you're going through, that's the magic, I think. And I'm working on that every day. I think we're
Me too.
both working on that.
Me too, obviously.
And yeah. So
And that's the fascinating thing, that we don't have to be completely perfect to be in the absolute best position to help you out, and you don't have to be perfect to be in the absolute best position to help other people out.
well, and there is no perfect.
No, there is no perfect. I
There is
remember
no
I had when I was a tantric student. Yes, I did that too in my
perfect.
life.
Makes me
Not going
blush when
into
you
that.
say that.
Not going into that right now, but the two leaders, or how do you say that, the people who were facilitating the workshop, they used to say, you see, perfection is there, we're here, give us another 3 months. But they would say that every time over the years. So it's like, you never get there, and that's good, because I'm going to go into something that makes me laugh a lot. It's, if perfection was attainable, perfection means immobility, right? Because when you're there,
Oh,
you don't want to move from there, obviously. If I was ever to become perfect, I would never ever want to become lesser than perfect again. So I wouldn't go down. And obviously I can't go up, because up is perfect and I'm already there. So perfect means not moving. Hey,
yeah.
the only thing that's perfect is dead, because the
Yeah.
only thing that's not moving is dead, right?
You're
Because
right. It's human nature to
yeah,
expand, and if you don't expand and grow,
if
you
you don't
die.
expand, you die. And
Yeah.
the only things around us that are not moving are dead things, right? So it's like, are we seriously waiting until we're dead before we launch our
Oh,
business, open up our mouths and speak or do whatever? Might as well start now. Might as well start now. Now,
yes.
let me just add that, of course, it doesn't mean that you don't feel that you need some help. Because that's the other thing, another mindset block. Oh, no, I have to do it all alone. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Otherwise, it
Yeah.
doesn't count. If I don't do everything by myself, it
Ah,
doesn't count. So I'm okay for learning and growing and everything, but I'm going to do it only with my own resources, which is congratulations, bravo. And I hope you've got some time, because
well,
obviously,
yeah.
when we start, we are slower, and we know less than when we are a little further ahead. So it's a question of, where am I also not helping myself by accepting that I need some help? I need a coach, or I'm not going to go into all the successful people have coaches, but it's true,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, it
And
helps. And
yeah,
what we hit on yesterday, what really struck me is that that's who we're talking to, is independent, smart, strong women.
yeah.
And they're used to doing it all on their own. They're
Hmm.
used to reading the books, doing the research, and implementing. And I think it can be just a little tough to reach out and ask for help.
Yeah, I understand that it can be a little tough. I was there myself,
Right.
you know. Um, 2 years back, I thought, I'm going to do all this by myself. And then shit hits the fan. I decide that, why would I do that by myself? Slower and lonely also. Because that's one big thing about this program that we're talking about, is that we are also helping you build a community for life. And being an online entrepreneur can be such a freaking lonely place. Me and my computer, and then it's just,
And the cat.
and no, me and the cat. I don't have a cat.
Oh, I thought
Well, I
you
do.
did.
I do, but the cat lives outside. It's not allowed in the house. So I can't even pet the cat. So, but there's something around this. I don't know. At some point, I
You can
realized
tell,
that
right?
I was not helping myself.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
was,
want the
I don't
medal
know.
that says, "I did it on my own,
Yeah, yeah,
all by
hmm,
myself."
all by myself. Yeah. So what? So
This
what?
is more fun.
Yeah, that's, I met you then, and you ended up all your sentences by "could be fun," and I thought, what is this story about fun? Whoever said anything about fun? In my upbringing, it was all about work hard and then you'll get there. And then I realized that this was complete and utter BS. That if I align my energy with hard work and difficult situations, well, that's what I'm going to get, more of hard work and
Oh,
difficult
yeah.
situations. And
Yes,
so
good
if
point.
I can do it in a fun, cooperative way, with getting help along the way, and with having somebody who is able to soundboard me and tell me, hey, you're being an asshole right now, or can't you
I've
see
never
that
said
this,
that.
no, you don't say that, but I've had people say that to me, which was really good. Somebody kind of saying, hey, don't you see that? And making me realize that, no, I didn't see that. As in, for 3 years, I had an online business, or so was I saying, and
Yeah,
there was no buy now button on any of the pages on my website. It was a gorgeous website with all the
yeah,
perks and the nooks and crannies. Everything was there because I'm a graphic um, obsessed person. But you couldn't actually give me money for anything.
yeah.
So I was an online business person making no money, right? Until somebody said, hey, what if you actually put some way and so for people to give you money? And so it I must say that I have to admit, other people like you and our business besties and coaches and mentors, they have propelled my business forward so much, um, just by being there. So I won't get the medal of I did it all alone.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I didn't wait for this medal, and that I went the fun, easy, and light way of having other people looking at me and supporting me while I was supporting them as well,
I'll take my medal in the form of people served and bank account full. I'll, that's what I'll take.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. So,
Yes,
are we wrapping this up?
yes.
So, we're going to be coming live almost every day until the end of the month, because we feel, let me just put this out there, that her Enlightened Business Matrix is an amazing program that needs to be filled with people who are in desperate need of being in there. It's not that much for us, but you need it. And if you feel the pull, go and read the sales page. It's above in the link. If you like our faces, if you're attracted to our particular stories and to our particular quirkiness, this might be the program that will propel your business from off the ground, and help you build the business foundations that you need to thrive online. And if that is the case, we will be so happy to have you in there.
And there's a payment plan and there's a refund period. So
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, and we tackle everything mindset and everything tech to build solid foundations on which you can build. Then you can keep on building your online business for many years after that, hopefully. If you are still on the fence, you can still watch the 5-day success series masterclasses. Again, the link is up there up to the end of this week. So go and watch those, so you can see a little bit of how we operate. Let's put it this way. And then maybe if you still if you're still on the fence about her, it is a big financial investment. I can understand that. You will find a link at the bottom of the sales page to contact us, and we can have a private talk with you. So to see if this program is fit for you or not.
it might be
Oh,
cheaper than therapy, though. I mean,
yes.
you get frustrated trying to do this and you think something's wrong with you and you make it, you make stories up, you made it make it mean something, and then you go seek therapy when really all you need is to join and we'll help you.
Yeah, there's we do
That's how
therapy.
I feel sometimes. Well,
Yeah,
just being
it's in.
heard.
Yeah, I think, well, the mindset work is really so deep, in a way that it's not therapy, but it will really address the blocks that we have
Yeah.
when it comes to being visible online, to getting paid for it, intangible work, Like, I'm not selling any shoes or donuts or something that people can actually grab. So where do I, how come I get paid for that? And all this mindset thing. And then on top of that, I think only the mindset would be worth the value of the program. And then on top of that, you get the tech goddess helping you out with all the crap tech that you want to tackle all through the business. So it's like
And then you're a
double whammy.
speaker in a summit.
Yeah. Triple whammy.
Yeah. And no
Okay.
other program does that.
Nope. Nope. So we hope to see you in there. We're sending, in any case, lots of love for your success around the interwebs. And we will see you next time.
Yes. And the world needs more successful women. So go do it. If not with us, find another
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree. Bye for now.